Okay, so part of your driving test, you're going to be asked some show me questions. Okay, these are going to be done on the move. So while you're driving, the examiner's going to say to you, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how to do certain things? So I'm doing this one parked up, just so we've got more time to look, to get these glasses to look where I need them to. I've filmed this one a few times and can't quite get it right, so let's have another go. So the first one I'm going to look at is, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how you would open the passenger side window? So in order to do that, we need to look down here. We can see we've got 4 buttons here. Each one corresponds to each window of the car. So you've got driver's side up here, passenger side, rear passenger, rear drivers. So to open the passenger side window, all we're going to do is we're going to push that down, and we can see over there, that does that. Nice and easy. The next one is, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how to wash and clean the front windscreen? So we already know that our left stick here is for our indicators. This right stick, you're probably familiar with putting it on because we live in England and it always rains. But instead of pushing it up to bring the window wipers on, we're going to pull it forward like that. So we pull that forward and we can see, I'll just do it again so you can see that one. That's how we wash the front window. So if you want an easy way to remember it, where do you want the water to go? You want it to come towards you, so you pull the stick towards you. So that being said, if you want it to come away, if you want the water away from you, i.e. the rear windscreen, you push it away from you. So we'll have a look at that. So we'll have a look at that stick, push that away from you, have a look in that mirror, we can see the water coming on. So that's the next one. How would you wash and clean the rear windscreen? Okay, the next one is the front demister. So for the front demister, we need to look down here. So hopefully you guys can see that okay. We can see we've got marks onto the window, onto you, onto your face basically, onto your feet and rear. So that one is for the front demister, and you can hear the fans kicking in. And that one, as we say, rear, it says nicely rear, that's a rear windscreen one as well. That's a demister. So what the rear one does, if you look in the mirror there on the back windscreen, you can see black lines across the window. That just puts a current through them and it just heats it up and it demists it or defrosts it, whatever you want to call it. So that's the two down there. So one thing I'm just going to add as well is this is on a Vauxhall Corsa. Within 5-star, all of our drivers have a Vauxhall Corsa, so this is applicable to all of our 5-star drivers. This is on a Vauxhall Corsa. Okay. The next one we're going to look at, and loads of students really enjoy doing this one, is the horn. So when it's safe to do so, can you show me how you'd operate the horn? So you just press the horn anywhere around here. I'm not going to do that because we're in a car park. But yeah, that's how we do that one. So the next one we're going to look at is the light. So he's going to ask you, the examiner's going to ask you, when it's safe to do so, can you show me how you would switch on your dipped headlights? So for this, we need to look down here. Now hopefully you guys can see this one. You can see here, this is our light. So we're currently set to automatic. So that means the lights will come on and off as needed, depending on the light. So if we click it to the right once, we get side lights on. So if we have a look up here, we can see down there, side lights. So we turn it again, and that's our dipped headlights. You see that sign there? So that's dipped headlights. If we look back up here, we can see we've got the dipped headlights. So for that question, all we need to do is we need to flick it to the right twice. Cool. Next one is the rear fog light. So the rear fog light, back to this little switch here, and we're just going to push it. Boop. And there you go, you can see you've got the rear fog light on. Perfect. Let's switch that back off. Make sure it's back on auto, because that just makes your life a lot easier. And then if you want the front fog light on, or the main beam, we're going to use the stick on the left hand side, and we're just going to pull it towards us. And we can see there we've got a blue one, that is your main beam. And that is the show me tell me questions. So they're nice and easy. Familiarise yourself with it in your instructor's car. Get used to doing it on the move as well, because like I say, these are going to be done on the move. I'm currently parked up, just because it's easier to show where everything is. So just get familiar with these, make sure your instructor shows where they are.